To a review of the Fermentasaurus Uni Tank from keg-king.com.au. Now, the Fermentasaurus is the world's first conical PET fermenter, and that is pressurizable up to around about 2.4 bars of working pressure. It's only possible to do that because they've used a highly specialised PET grade and a new type of PET injection / blow moulding machine. So they've got this really good technology now, able to produce these really superb pressure vessels. Now, it's a uni tank because essentially this can do more than just one thing. It is not just a fermenter. You can bottle, keg or carbonate and serve with an optional pressure lid, which is also available for the Fermentasaurus. So, key features of the Fermentasaurus: it has a 35 litre capacity and a collection bottle, a butterfly dump valve, a stainless steel stand and fermentation lid with airlock. So we'll take a look at those features in just a moment. So to start with, at the top we have a 3-piece airlock, and we have the gravity lid assembly, which consists of a thread ring, the gravity lid and lid seal as well. Then we come on to the 35 litre tank, which is made from the bottle grade PET. And the advantage of that, of course, is it's a lot easier to clean as well. It's a very slippery, smooth surface, so really minimal scrubbing necessary at all there. You can just swirl around your favourite cleaner on the inside. Hopefully that will get rid of most of the sediment that's left behind. And you also get these graduation stickers here to put up on the side to show you all different volumes, and a temperature scale as well to attach on the side. Then to look at the metal frame, this seems particularly well constructed and very sturdy, and you've got these two handles, one on either side there, for manipulating the Fermentasaurus. Now we come on to the dump valve assembly. Now, this particular assembly consists of a spigot, a conical seal, a spigot nut, spigot O-ring, a butterfly dump valve, gate O-ring and gate to barb fitting. Now, the massive advantage of using the butterfly dump valve is all in the cleanliness, reducing that risk of contamination. And that's a really nice feature to see, that they've gone to the trouble of creating this butterfly dump valve for the dump valve assembly. You've also got the gate to barb fitting, which is not attached currently, but that's great there if you want to transfer the wort out of your Fermentasaurus at a future date. And finally, we come on to the 500ml collection bottle with lid. This is also pressure rated as well, and consists of the 500ml bottle, PET again, a cap which is made of ABS, and a lid seal which is made of silicone. And so all those parts together create this collection bottle, which can be used to remove yeast at different parts of the fermentation process, but also to introduce dry hops and other additions should you wish to the Fermentasaurus during the fermentation process. So one of the accessories that's not included with the Fermentasaurus, but is available as an optional extra from the website, is the optional pressure lid. Now, this really will turn it into a true uni tank, one that's able to both ferment, carbonate and serve the finished beer as well. So the main features of the pressure lid, should you wish to purchase that as well, you're always going to have the ability to draw clear beer with their unique floating draw tube. And if we scroll down, you can see the float is pictured there at the bottom. That's quite an intriguing design, certainly one that we haven't come across before. You can of course use CO2 to push beer through a filter into keg should you wish. You can carbonate beer inside the Fermentasaurus, serve beer directly from the Fermentasaurus, get rid of the kegging process altogether should you wish. And you can ferment lagers under pressure to reduce that possibility of ester production. So the pressure lid, you get the pressure lid with safety release, standard ball lock CO2 in connection, standard ball lock beer out connection, silicone draw tube and the stainless steel float. So that's certainly worth considering purchasing as an optional upgrade. So in summary, our impressions are very favourable for the Fermentasaurus Uni Tank. Really nicely packaged, as you can see there. With Christmas coming up, that'd make a great gift, wouldn't it? The fact you can obviously see what's going on in the fermentation process is really attractive, and that's a really nice feature of the Fermentasaurus. Another feature is, of course, the easy cleaning of that PET plastic there. That's going to be a real advantage. We also like the butterfly valve assembly, the fact that it's reducing that risk of contamination during the fermentation process. So we also just wanted to go through a quick fix that Keg King have come up with for the Fermentasaurus butterfly dump valve. With the earlier models there were some issues around minimal leakage, and occasionally I had to replace one of them, which clearly was not acceptable. But the company have taken this all on board and they've come up with a fix for it. But not just that, they've added some really nice redesign features to it as well. So firstly, the metal part has been increased in thickness to improve surface area for where the sealing takes place. The ring into which it fits has also been improved. And their recent tests have shown, under pressure and full load, zero leakage. So that's got to be a good thing. Also, the assembly now has a larger opening. So the original tunnel was quite narrow. It was around about 3.1 centimetres squared. It's now 7. So more than double that area for the hot pellets and other additions to float up. The valve components themselves are symmetrical, and that means the valve can be deployed in either direction. The part which goes inside the fermenter, that's been redesigned to have a hex profile on the exterior rather than the one that was on the inside, which was quite narrow. So that means you can use a standard spanner or shifter to lock on for installing or removing the part. Another improvement is the valve body itself, where the steel screws clamp the two halves of the valve together. That's this part here. Basically they've been redesigned with recessed hex openings that mate exactly onto the steel nuts. It means disassembling it is much easier, only an Allen key is required. But also it leaves a nice cleaner and neater finish as well. So yes, there were some problems with the initial dump valve, but they've taken those on board and they've come out with a fix which is available as standard with all the new Fermentasauruses, and it's also available as an upgrade kit for those who purchased some of the earlier models. So we highly recommend this. This is the Fermentasaurus Uni Tank. It's available from keg-king.com.au. Thank you for watching.